just a minute early because it's day 40. So we will let everything show up on its various platforms. And a quick note, if you do tune in, if you do hear this, if you're interested, just this morning a newsletter went out on growth. It's important to recognize that many times the way in which we inhabit our bodies and move our bodies, the only way we've known that in the past is through athleticism. We're going to walk, or getting on a bike, sometimes we've gone dancing. What you're doing with your body right now is both those, athleticism, dancing, and neither. That if you do this work consistently, if you show up for this practice, if you're watching now, there is an aspect of you that will begin to grow, that will expand. That kundalini energy is the energy of that which causes a stem to rise, a root to drive down, a blossom to appear. It is the force within us that creates evolution. And you are tapping into that. And these movements are not neutral. These movements are stimulatory. We can forget that or underestimate that and not realize that we are growing and growing in ways we may not see. And so be ready for that growth. Be prepared to notice and step out of the old and into the new. If that's compelling, then check out the newsletter that just went out. If you don't get the newsletter, sign up for it. If you don't want to sign up for it because your email is full, awesome. It's always popped up onto the website the afternoon of the day that it goes out. So just know that those reflections are there. So if you're just joining, good morning, good morning. We are starting class and it is day 40. We've come a long way. When I began this sequence initially, as I looked forward into our year, it was an aspect of immunity, but immunity felt like a defense. We don't need to defend ourselves from that which we're a part of so fully. And so it became less about defending and more about embodying this well-being that is our innate state. And that becomes an important aspect of how we fulfill our role as human beings. And yet as we do that, we have the opportunity then to share that out, to become more of a collective, that more and more of us turning towards ourselves and generating this quality of light, this connection, we become a different type of contagion. We become a generosity of spirit. And this is so important. I was reading yesterday in the New York Times, I get the summary in the email form, and it was just so disheartening. And they could see that there was a correlation of our sort of national spirit, our sense of ourselves, since the COVID quarantine, the uncertainty of our health, the safety of ourselves and our families, the disruption to our schedules, all these things. But somehow America was suffering more, responding more violently, becoming more ill over longer periods than any other country. And it seems so important to bring what we are doing here into our communities, into each other, into ourselves. And so as we have this sensation of strength and well-being, I turn it to our community. Thank you for the ones who find their way to our sides, our brothers, sisters, tribes, and clans. Thank you for the willingness to take care of one another and value our contributions as a whole. Help us to put the good of the whole around and between and within the good of the few. We ask for your support as we take the next steps to expand. Comfort our fears and teach us to gather in a circle of equals. Remind us that a circle has no beginning and no end, and that nature contains innumerable examples of the beauty of co-leading, the sacred geometry of many parts working as one. May we be potent today as we bring ourselves to conclusion. May we share it out fully as we stand in line at the grocery. As we walk to our car through the parking lot, may we smile and acknowledge and share what we've made. May we become stitches to hold this fabric together. This is what I ask of us. Palms together, heart high. Again, Pixie Light Horse, prayers of honoring. Thank you, Pixie. Om Namo, I bow to that which holds, sustains, creates, destroys, and rebuilds me. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything within me moving from ignorance to knowing. 3 times inhale. Sequence all the way through. One last time. Knees to your chest. Interlace your fingers over your right shin, left leg long. Inhale up and exhale down. Roll your ankles, open and close your toes, flex your feet. And make space between your toes. And keep the left heel to the floor. Take your left hand overhead. Stand in the left leg. Let that open the left lung. And knee to chest. Interlace your fingers. Right leg long. Inhale up, exhale down. Good morning. Roll your ankles open and close your toes. Feel all the way into the soles of your good feet. You are welcome here. Feel this. Right heel down, right hand overhead. Stand in the right heel, stand in the right leg, and breathe into the right ribs. Good. And feet to the floor. If you choose, lift your hips, put your palms under your seat, or arms wide, or hands behind your head. I'll go ahead. Legs out, open and close. Inhale, exhale. Draw your low back toward the floor. If you need to, the modification is a bend of the knees. Three, 2, 1. Heels up. And then wide and cross and open, close. Inhale, exhale. Reach the length of your tail away from the top of your head. Broaden your spine. And from that base, now you can move into your heels more fully. And great circles. Again, hands can be on the floor, supporting the low back with a little bit of a tip of the tail, or arms wide, palms into the floor, or hands behind your head. Reverse direction. This clearing of the hips, strengthening the low abdomen, stabilizing the base of our spines, and heels high. Right hand outside of the left foot and back. Left hand outside the right foot and back. Exhale as you tap and inhale as you come center. Three, two, you'll keep that movement, but put your feet to the floor and reach, 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 tapping your outer heels. For 3, 2, and 1. Let your legs go out long, let your arms go out wide. Feel the change in the abdomen. Feel the fortification of that action. Shake out the feet softly side to side. Loosen the grip of your hips. Deepen your breath into your belly. Lengthen the navel. Widen across the hips. Knees up and down. Lengthen, 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 lengthen up out of the pelvis. And come to a seat. Setting your blanket beneath you to pad your sits bones. Walk your feet out long, turn your toes up, and bend your knees. So fingers spread wide, fold your fingers in, thumbs up. Hands together as you rock back. Rock forward, split your hands. Exhale back, inhale, open. Three, 2, 1. Good. Sit up tall, widen your heels. And shake out the feet and shake out the knees. Propping under the backs of your knees if you need to. Taking this foundation and letting it move side to side. Hands on either side, fold. Hands open and fold to the left. Up and open, exhale, fold. And if your fold is very small, let it still be a hinge of the hips rather than a rounding of the chest and a dropping of the head. How clean can you make that fold? And as you do, reach the inside hand forward, the outside hand back. And sit tall. Notice the legs, the pelvis, the navel, the arms. Interlacing your fingers in a great circle. reverse. Good. Pause tall. Build your child's pose. So stepping back, knees and shins padded on your blanket if you choose. Arms out long, wag of the tail. To rise, to tuck toes, to lift your hips, down dog. Hands and knees breathing in, child's pose breathing out. And find your pace. Pause in your down dog. Arms out long, outer shoulders wrapping back. Base of the thumb and base of the first finger down into the floor. Hips sway side to side. And folding your blanket front to back, step your heels on the blanket, balls of your feet to the floor, sit your seat down, palms together. And then standing tall, left hand holds right. And sitting down, right hand holds left. So moving side to side. Fold and unfold. Honor your knees, your hips, and your back by only folding into your squat as far as your body appreciates. Open and close. Stay at the top, interlace your fingers and draw it down and up. Exhale, inhale. Widening your feet. You may work right here, or as your squat allows, sit it down. And as you lift your hands, lift your heels off the blanket. And open and spread the balls of your feet. The spread of your toes. And how the opening of your feet opens the chest. We're all connected. 3, 2. And stand up tall. Sweep your hands wide with soft knees. Fold right down the middle. And unfold. Taking your time up and down. Hands along the legs to support your low back as needed. Or the hands sway forward, elbows back. In and up, out and down. One more. Widen your arms, slowly land. Shake out the legs, the feet, and build a seat. Pausing, sitting tall. Land in your seat and notice. Just notice the beat of your heart. Any tension, shift your seat, your jaw, your lips to arrive. The body is prepared. Right hand, first two fingers folded down. Left hand, thumb and first fingertip touch. They rest on your thigh. Your right thumb closes the right side nostril. Breathe in left. Close left with the fourth finger and breathe out right. In left. Out right. In left. Out right. Smooth and continuous. Keep going. In left. Hold both. Heart up, chin in. Chin up, breath out right. Right hand down. Feel the left side body. Right side brain. Right hand, first two fingers fold down, close the left side with the fourth fingertip. Breathe in right. Close right, out left. In right. Out left. Continue. Inhale right. Pause both. Out left. Right hand down. Notice right side body, left side brain. Accessing beyond what we're familiar with so that we can become all that we are. Bring your hands into small claws like you're pulling your way through sand or rice. Arms out, a bend to the elbows as you cross the wrists overhead, alternating one in front, one in back. Inhale, open, exhale, cross. So if this is familiar to you, settle in. Let your weight drop towards the back of your hips, balancing your heart right over your navel. The navel strong, the body ready and the breath steady. So it's the full practice, it's the full sequence, 9 minutes right here. Embodying, you are clearing the way to your well-being. Well-being of mind, well-being of body, well-being of spirit, well-being of community. Anytime you need to, bring it down lower, cross and open. Be as steady as you can, work your way up when you're ready, full kriya. When it's a lot, bring it down. I'll be right here with you. Rest your attention, rest your awareness in the midbrain. 2 minutes. Fortify yourself. Give yourself focus and commitment. Give yourself a smile that this is about well-being. You're generating a quality of resilience. Last 20 seconds. Last 20 seconds of the last day. Go. Three, two, one. Hands up. Inhale 3 times. Go. Hook your thumbs, tuck your chin, reach, a little wriggle, rise, and be still. Up to the midbrain, up to the crown of the head, up to the fingertips, chin up, breath out, go, go, go. Inhale. Heart up, chin in, reach, stay. Chin up, breath out, hands down, and reside in your light. Eyes closed, take your time. Notice and absorb what you've made without changing your expression, the sensation of a smile. Let it all in, great access to great light, a smile in the eyes, in the skull, in the ears, in the mouth and jaw. The whole head smiling, basking in positivity. Taking that sensation and awareness and access to a smile and bring it into the lungs. Give the smile like a gift to your heart. A smile in the abdomen. In the pelvis, the very lowest reaches of the pelvic floor. Smile. Gather that positivity into a quality of light, rose-colored light, like a dusty deep pink, the crown of the head. Without forcing, just seeing, just inviting, just allowing. Rose light into the brain, the left side, the right side, the great connection between them. Through the eyes, the sinuses, the mouth, the teeth, the throat, the tongue. Let this rose-colored light slide down through your body, bone and tissue and liquid and cavity. fill the body with rose-colored light, and then emanate that light, a great radiance of rose-colored light out of the head and the chest and the back and the arms and the hips and the seats. Renewal. And come to lie on your back, bringing your blocks end to end. Lay them on their belly. So as you lie back, lift your hips, put your palms face down under your seat. And take this transcendence and bring it back into the body. Draw one knee to your chest and down, and the other and down. Inhale as you lift and exhale as you return, working there or straightening the leg to inhale up and exhale down. For 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, lift your hips, bring your palms open, legs out long. Notice the radiance from the navel in all directions. The stability of that light, the unpushability. Steady in ourselves. To roll up and roll over. Steady but not inert. Isn't that the trick of it? And knees down. How not to get stuck in our steadiness. Bend your elbows, knees together to start. So feet together, knees together, building your chaturanga, and just a little forward and a little back to warm through the shoulders. And yours could be an inch. Bring the work into your legs, hugging the knees, hugging the feet, hugging the knees toward the heart. Work there or rock forward, widening the knees and reaching into the toes, and then the child's pose. So that you have a rocking child. Super. Or the full posture, down dog, keep your toes tucked under, and up dog. Only you know what supports your body. For 2, and for 1. And pause. Roll your blanket from front to back so that you have a nice thick support. And sitting down, the backs of your knees rest on that log. Fingertips beside you to start. Find the hinge of your hips, forward and back. And that might be perfect. Or hands to the thighs, forward and back. Or hands on the shins, fingers to the toes. Inhale up, exhale down. Two and one. Sit up tall, hands to thighs. Notice the spine. And then build your seat, legs crossed. Palms face you. And turn. Inhale left, exhale right. Work there, our thumbs to the shoulders, palms face down. Elbows high and wide. Work there, or thumbs going down, palms face forward, or interlace your hands at the base of the skull. Three, two, one. Center. Hands high. Inhale. Go. Tuck your chin. Hook your thumbs. And stabilize around the spine. Rising up. Rising up. Chin up. Breath out. Hands down. Notice. Hands and knees, stuck at the chin. Cat cow. Turn your thumbs forward, your fingers away. Try to draw your hands apart a little quicker, just for 10. Good. And a block between your heels to build kneeling if you like. If you need 2 blocks, set it up. Turning your chin to the left and to the right. little rinse right to the base of the skull, right to the very top end of the spine. Bringing awareness to the pituitary gland, to the crown of the head. And then sweeping side to side, reach out. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you return. And in this last 5 minutes of our Satanama cycle, this mantra, allow yourself to be as open as possible, as though granting great access to the forces that know all that we are and all that we will be. Sa is birth, the beginning. Ta is life, the continuation. Na is death, the conclusion. And Ma is the return, the rebirth. Everything moves through these cycles. We can get so caught up in one aspect of another or another, not wanting to finish, not wanting to go on, not wanting to start, not knowing how to go on. Let it all move through you, becoming all of them and none of them. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa. 30 seconds. Na, ma, sa, ta, 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 na, ma, sa, ta. 2 more, we go. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na. Elbows back, inhale. 3 sips. Pause and gather, hugging in toward the center line. Up, up, up toward the midbrain. Just gathering there, light, light. Exhale. Keep the pose, inhale. Hug it and up. And soften the experience of the physical body and remain totally dedicated to the light. And let go, last one. Inhale. Hug, hold. And release. Hands to thighs. Be so still. Feel this well-being as the innate and natural state of your body, your being. I am a being of great, healthy light. And as this emanates from you, it affects those around you with positivity, with renewal, with courage. You become an agent of great good, a stitch that holds the fabric together, effortlessly, easily, buoyantly, brightly. And take it to the floor, just opening an effortless Shavasana. Maybe today no props at all. The whole body opens. Deepening your breathing. Bringing your palms together. Lifting your feet, rub the soles of your feet. Hands to shins. Let your arms be wide, let your knees roll side to side. And bring yourself to a simple seat. And as you arrive from the stability of rooting down, feel your hands sweep wide. And from rising tall, feel the palms come together and drop down the middle. And again, just effortlessly expanding to the very tips of your fingers and back down through the center. And as you gather this last time, palms together, thumbs to the forehead center, may it be so. Long Sat, short Nam, inhale. Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Concluding last thought of community. Teach us to barter and to trade for what we need. Show us new ways of community and commerce which benefit our higher purpose and our fellowship. Burn up our excess ego. Inspire our communications with thunderous compassion. Provide us with the strength of character needed to be good to each other. Let us default to great good. Let us default to great love. In times of doubting ourselves and one another as we work towards solutions. Let us default to great love in times of doubting ourselves and one another as we work towards solutions. You are so strong and bright. In that we do not need to be fearful of one another or of the circumstance. You are such an astounding being in this community. Thank you for your time for these 40 days. To Emily and to Amy and to Lindsay and to Michelle and to Deborah and to Ursula and to Naomi and to Lori and to John and to Mark and to Audrey and to Carol and to Monkwe and to Kathleen and to Teresa and to the people who show up and say hello, who contribute. Put your name there. I am so in awe of what we can do collectively. You make this class possible. We make this work in the world. I will be back on Sunday for Kundalini, starting our new sequence. 8 a.m. will be the Subhag Kriya for prosperity, for expansion. It's so good, and I'm very excited about the whole sequence. And in the meantime, I will be doing vinyasa on Saturday. Vinyasa and asana in general is such a great means of anchoring hatha, the sun and the moon, of balancing ourselves, of really reconfiguring so that we are ready for what comes. So Saturday live vinyasa 9:30, Sunday morning 8 a.m. Day 1. If you like, up on the website is the next calendar so that you have the Sunday and you can start crossing them off as we go. You can always see where we are. There's information on the back and the full year's schedule is right there. Again, sign up for the newsletter if you want to know more. Today's newsletter was on growth and the need for new shoes as we grow. Beautiful. Thank you for your time, for your consideration, for your participation. I'm right here. We'll meet on Sunday. Satnam.